vitamin D. Unfortunately, because we live in Minnesota and because we live above a high altitude or a high latitude, unfortunately between the months of September and April, we don't create vitamin D in our body, right? So when you read these statistics, just by raising our serum level of vitamin D to 60 nanograms, you guys know what the majority of Americans living here in Minnesota, do you know what we are currently?
20s.
20s. She's a nurse, she knows, right? She knows. She works in that crazy hospital. So, yeah, cheater, right? She's absolutely right. Typically, we are between 20 and 30 is where most of Minnesotans are. All right? We're barely staving off rickets. Does anybody care about rickets? No? You need about 600 IU in your diet of vitamin D every day in order to get rid of rickets, which is a bone disease, right? It's brittle bone disease, right? So, but if we raise it to 60 nanograms, so if you can triple what our rate is right now, if you can triple the serum level, well, this is what would happen, right? This is what would happen. You would decrease and prevent 58,000 cases of breast cancer and 49,000 cases of colon cancer and 75% of death from these diseases. How powerful is that, right? That's powerful. How many of you know what your vitamin D levels are right now? Great. Yeah, that's perfect. That's awesome. So there's only a select few. There's probably about 1/10 of us that know, right? There's probably about 1/10 of us that know. So the first step is obviously being concerned about that, getting your vitamin D level checked, right? And then going forward from there, right? What we recommend here in the office is most of us will take anywhere between 5 and 10,000 IU until we reach that 60 to 70 range, and we back it off to 5,000 IU. Over a 3-year period, taking 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 reduce the incidence of cold and flus, right? So if you don't want to get sick in the flu season, all you need to do is increase your vitamin D, right? Instead of putting poisons and toxins and things in your body with a flu shot, right? This is all you need to do, and it's natural for you, right? So what does it look like? Well, vitamin D3, the current RDA, right? The current U.S. RDA, what our government recommends that we should take is 600 IU. 600 IU is what our government tells us to take right now, all right? So what that does is it keeps us right at that 15 to 20 range. It keeps us right at that 15 to 20 range, getting rid of rickets, because that's what they're concerned about, right? So most vitamin D experts state that the daily intake should be between 5,000 IU per day for adults and 2,500 per day for children over the age of 5. When we get to the age of 5, meaning about 100 pounds, we should go about 25 to 3,000 IU per day for children. Anything under 100 pounds for children, it's about 1,000 IU a day. Okay? So about 1,000 IU per day. Most people that come in here, if they have heart disease, if they have cancer, if they have some type of inflammatory condition, some people are on as much as 100,000 IU per day in this office. And they'll be on that for anywhere from 20 to 40 days. 100,000 IU. The reason for that is because when they come in, they're at about a 12 with their vitamin D levels. And we need to get that as high as we can, as fast as we can, to help their body heal. Vitamin D is important in about 2,500 to about 3,500 different gene expressions and chemical expressions in our body. So if you don't have vitamin D, that means your body can't do about 3,000 different things that it needs to do. So it's very important to have this in your body. Now I know it's tough to read this chart if you're sitting in the back, but this is the importance of vitamin D. When you look at this chart, I'm going to try to scale away here. When you look at this chart, right here, this line, this is 20 nanograms. This is your serum level. This is a serum level of 20, okay? This is rickets. So 90% and 100% of rickets can be staved off by having your serum levels above 20, okay? Most Americans sit right here in this range, all right? What I'm concerned about is all of these. These are, if we read from the top, it says cancers of all combined. It says the second one is breast cancer. The third one is ovarian cancer. The fourth one is colon cancer. The fifth one is non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. The next one is type 1 diabetes. We have fractures. We have falls in women's. We have multiple sclerosis. Now, as we increase our serum levels of vitamin D, your risk of those diseases go down. So when you're way over here, you have 60% less chance of developing breast cancer when your vitamin D levels are 65 or above. You virtually eliminate almost all risk of cancer when your serum levels of vitamin D are 65 or above. That's powerful. And only 1/10 of us know what our vitamin D is.